Hey guys, it's Christy, and today I am here for a Law of Attraction card reading that is all about money and abundance. I hope everyone is doing well, and thank you for joining me. I hope you'll hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave me some comments about the subject. I would be really interested in hearing from you guys, and it helps the channel out. So what we're going to do is draw first from our Ask and It Is Given deck. Okay, there's our message. And then from the money deck, the money and the law of attraction. Okay, so from the Ask and It Is Given deck, the message is, first I reach for joy and all else follows. I love it, love it, love it. There's the card. Once you consciously identify your current state of emotion, it becomes easier for you to understand whether you are choosing thoughts that move you closer to your desired destination or farther from your desired destination. And this is really important because using our emotions as the guidance that they are will reap rewards that you cannot even imagine. Oftentimes we think of our emotions as things we want to not have to deal with or squash or ignore, when in fact it is guidance all along. So negative emotion doesn't have to be bad. It can be the guidance that you need in that moment to move you toward what you do want if you're using it as your GPS. And so that is what they're reminding us. If you will make the improved feeling or emotion your real destination, then anything and everything that you want will quickly follow. So make joy the destination, because we only have this moment. I was reading a book, and in the book, the author pointed out that whatever you're doing at this exact second is your whole life. This is your whole life. So what are you making of it? Oftentimes we think of tasks as mundane or a pain or, whatever it is, when really that's your whole life at that moment. And you could be making the most of it. So that's what I would recommend, definitely, is reaching for the joy that is yours in that moment. So when that comes to money, you can reach for joy knowing that feeling abundant and feeling joyful and feeling happy is going to bring into you more abundance, and that could include money. So all right, here are the messages from this, because I got two cards. So from our money and the law of attraction deck, the first message is, whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Okay, so they're telling us, first I reach for joy and all else follows. The money follows the joy. And then they're saying, whenever I'm feeling good, I'm attracting good. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on, whether it is the subject of money or lack of it. So that's what we have to remember, is when we're feeling good, then we're on the side of the stick of what we want, or the side of the subject of what we want. If we're feeling bad, we're on the side of the lack of what we want. So we need to remember that our feelings, they're again telling us to monitor our emotions, because our emotions are going to show us whether we are focused on what we want or if we're focused on the lack of having it. Oftentimes we think that when we're saying, I want this thing, that's going to bring it to us. But a lot of times when you're saying, I want this thing, your focus is on not having it. And so that's where they want us to remember. Feel good, and then you attract the good. And the second message is so perfect. The second message out of this deck rather. I can see my world through the eyes of Source. There's the card. And so this message is very, very clear. First I'm going to reach for joy and everything else follows. And then following that up, whenever I'm feeling good, I'm attracting good. So they're saying make joy your destination, because when you do that, you will bring in the things that make you feel joy. And then they're saying the feeling joy, you never feel more joy than when you see the world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. And this is a good point as well. And I've been saying it a lot lately, is that we're training ourselves, we're training our brains how to think in a way that's going to put us into harmony with what we desire. And that's what they're recommending right now. They're saying that when you're in that joyful place, you're attracting things in that will bring you joy. And the ways that you can do that is you're going to speak more of what you do want instead of what you don't, because sometimes we're out here complaining about things or focusing on what we don't want. And Source would never do that. So if we see when it comes to money, say, we're looking at what we don't have. We're feeling about what we don't have, and we're in that place of lack. So we're not allowing the abundance that is out there for us. And so when we can focus on feeling joy, that brings abundance to us. So you could take money out of the equation, because money is a vibrational state, but we often as humans have so many beliefs surrounding money that we are putting up walls against it and blocking it from coming in. So take your mind off the money maybe and put it on the joy that you want to feel. Think the thoughts that will bring you into that joyful place, and that will put you in a vibrational alignment with abundance and money so that it can be allowed in. So to see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. So that is a very clear message about money and abundance today. We are going to reach for joy and pay attention to how we're feeling, because then we're going to be bringing in the good. When we're feeling good, we're attracting good. And remember to see the world through the eyes of Source. Sometimes I get so excited about my messages that my words want to all come out at the same time. And we know that's not possible. So let's get into that habit of viewing the world the way that Source, your creator, would view it. And from that perspective, you can really get into a joyful state of being and begin to realize in your life the abundance that you desire. So don't get caught up in focusing on the lack of, which is what we oftentimes do about money. So I thought it'd be nice to end the reading with a chakra oracle card, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card deck. I love this deck. It can show us what energy center that we might want to work on. And it always goes so well with the reading that I like to draw from this deck. So today that's what we're going to do, and see where we can focus our energy in our body, on what energy center to help us get into a more joyful vibrational state. All right, universe, what you got for us? What can we work on today in our chakra system? Sometimes we can feel bogged down or stuck in certain energy centers in our body, and by focusing there, we can release that feeling and let the energy flow through us so much better. And that's why I like to do, some chakra work. Okay, we got our card. Let's see what it is. Our card is impartiality. I think I said that correctly. That's not a word I use very often. So let's see what the universe wants us to know. Okay, so impartiality is going to be in the seventh chakra, which in this book is neutral. So the seventh chakra is directly after the crown chakra. So let's go to that page. All right. Oh, yeah, there's impartiality. Okay, so the message of this card, each card has a little story that goes with it. This is not a time to personally shine, but to allow others to come forth with their gifts. You may find yourself in the role of neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own answers. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased now. Okay, so impartiality. I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. So the inspiration here is to take an impartial look at your situation. So in this reading, we're talking about our money situation. So they want you to take an impartial view or an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. That would be really important. So the personal inquiry would be, if I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? I think that's really, really, really important, because what this speaks to for me is when I was talking about how around money and abundance, oftentimes we have a lot of beliefs that have been we've been conditioned, in our lives to believe about money. So the universe is saying, can you take a look at your situation from a neutral standpoint? What do you see? Can you just step back and observe? So I would really encourage you to do that. And then also follow the advice of seeing the world through the eyes of Source, and making sure that you remember, when I am feeling good, I am attracting good, and my goal is to be in joy. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this message, like I did, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.